Welcome to Fantastic Fiber Friday. Today I'm going to create a striped roving with my drum carder. So I've got four pretty nice colors here of Cordell roving. Actually, I think this one might not be Cordell, but it'll work. It's a nice color. Yeah, it is. You can tell by the feel of it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and turn on my drum carder. And this time, when I lay out the fiber, I gotta make sure it goes on from here to here. Oops, I dropped that. And I also need to make sure it's very even as I can possibly make it. Because I am just going to put these colors on once, and then I'm going to diz them off, which I don't do unless I'm making a striping roving. Because I definitely like my stuff to be carded twice. It comes off a lot easier. So, put the tamper down because that will help. And I'm going to go ahead and start adding the green. And then I think I'll add yellow next. Start picking that apart. Sometimes when I test colors, and that's what these are from, I was trying to create certain colors and I was testing to make sure the colors came right. So this is the result. I'd use like maybe a quarter ounce of fiber and play with it till I get it how I want it. Okay, went a little bit too far over, I can see, because it's wanting to wrap around my spindle there. Let me add a little more of that green. I want it to cover the drum a little bit more fully than what it's doing. Because it's a very thin layer. Make it just a little bit thicker. I don't know if you can see, but you can see the blue kind of going on there. See that? The colors kind of remind me of fruit stripe gum without the red. I don't know if they have blue, but I think it was just red, green, and yellow, but it kind of still reminds me of fruit stripe gum. Because we're only doing this once, so we do want to make sure the entire drum gets covered with each color, and that it's pretty even all the way across the carding area. And then I'll do the purple. Sometimes you can tell when a fiber has been sitting for a little while because it becomes a little compacted and harder to pull apart. Yeah, I think that covered it pretty nicely. Tilt that towards you so you can see. Yeah, I think that did pretty good. So it's almost all, the blue is almost all on there. We'll start adding the purple. Turn this to you in a minute so you can see kind of, right now it looks kind of purple stripy. Kind of see that. almost slid off my mat there. Do have like a foot mat, a gel mat over here. And I didn't realize I was on the edge of it. My heels fell. Yes, let's not trip and fall in the video, please. There. That's better. Alright, almost done. Looks like we're getting a pretty good coating of the purple here. We'll see after it all goes on if I need a little more maybe. And these colors would actually look very pretty blended together as well. The green and the blue and the blue and the purple and the green and the yellow would go very well together. Might need just another little bit of the purple, I think. Just a little. And there's a little nib we don't want. I think we're about ready. Yeah, this stuff wants to go on pretty nice, so I can turn it up just a little bit, I think, for this last bit. And it's all on. Thank you, my dear. My husband just brought me lunch. He's very sweet. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and diz this off. Now, what you got to make sure of when you go to grab the fibers is you grab all the colors. It doesn't necessarily need to be, and there it doesn't want to pull right, so let's see if I can get it to go again. You don't want to pull that way, you want it to pull this way. Well, actually, pulling either way would help. I guess, I don't know. I haven't thought about that thoroughly. Speaking is getting difficult. I apologize. The smell of food is distracting me. Okay, so we want to go ahead and pull that. And see, I do have all four colors here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I do. And I'm going to go ahead and twist it around again and put it through my diz. And I'm going to go ahead and reverse the direction and slow it down. Oop. I'm going to slow it down to nothing at first to get myself started. Alright, there we go. And what this is going to do is give me stripes. I'm trying not to take too much from over here, but it's just kind of coming that way right now. Okay, and make sure it slides over. And we do have all the colors here, and I'm still picking up some of that black from the other stuff earlier, but that's alright. And the roving is becoming rather thick, and as you can see, we do definitely have stripes of color here. And I have to say, this fiber is really floofy. Is that a word? Or maybe fringy, as in fluffy and springy? I don't know. Something like that. But I'm missing some of the yellow that's on the bottom. Oops. Don't want to pull over. I want everything to pull through the diz. There still seems to be plenty of yellow there though, because a little bit usually sticks to the drum after you've cleaned it out. So as long as I'm still getting plenty of yellow, I'm thinking it'll be fine, which I seem to be. But more seems to stick to it if you stick to the big drum, if you only go through once. That's why I usually like to go through twice, because I actually get more roving off it, except for when I'm doing stripes. You just can't, because you don't want to blend the colors together. But there's still plenty of yellow coming through on this, so I think this may be the last time around, once it comes around to the beginning again. Yeah, I believe so. It's a little thinner towards the ends. Yeah. And you see I do have some yellow still on here, but there is yellow all the way through it, so that works out fine. Oops, let me shut that off. And that is how you make a striping roving on the drum carder. This ought to be fun to spin up. I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next week.